Hey guys, so this is going to be something different. I'm aware that not every single subscribers on this channel follow me on other social media sites such as Instagram or Flickr. To those who don't follow me there, congrats, you have a social life. But in all seriousness, I post a lot of work in progress for upcoming minifigures in the future, so if you want to see what I'm up to, Instagram is a great place to follow, see my current figures I'm working on, and a bunch of random stuff I post. Flickr is also a great site if you want to see clear images of my final product with descriptions. To give you an idea of what I post concept arts for future custom minifigures and previews such as my Iron Man Mark 50 and my Thor figure from Avengers Infinity War. So I highly recommend following me on those social media sites so you don't have to wait weeks to see what I upload next because it may not be a custom minifigure video such as this one. Now that's out of the way, let's move on. To those who aren't aware because you don't follow me on Instagram, I've been making digital drawings of my custom minifigures concept arts. This way it's easier for me to plan out how to make the final design as well as develop my sketching and drawing skills. I started this back with my Recreators figures and I continue to do so for the majority of my figures. For this video, if you read the title and saw the thumbnail, I have Doki Doki Literature Club custom minifigures in the works and here are the concept arts. Now I love this game. To those who aren't aware of this game, Doki Doki Literature Club is a psychological horror game that twists the concept of visual novels on its head. On the surface it looks like a weird weeaboo garbage to most normies, but when you actually play it, it's actually a brilliant game with many twists and turns that you wouldn't expect. Seriously, I highly recommend this game. You've probably seen so many people playing and talking about it before, and it is pretty popular. If you aren't aware of the game, I highly recommend it because it's actually free to play and available on Steam. Now these concept arts are going to reveal some major spoilers, so if you haven't played it and you are interested, please click off this video. Otherwise, continue it if you already played the game, know the spoilers, or just don't care. Starting off, here's a concept art for Monica. Now this figure is actually completely done. I actually finished this figure not that long ago, and I'm proud of the final result. While drawing the concept art, I knew I was going to sculpt her hair entirely and use 3D materials for uniforms such as E-tape and fabric. Overall, the process of making this video wasn't too bad, though the hair was pretty annoying. That's it for the concept art really, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Yuri is going to be a bit different. Her uniform is going to be the exact same as Monica's except for the obvious. One thing I wanted to do with this minifigure is to give it an alternative torso, which is why I drew this additional artwork. For this minifigure, I am planning to make the same exact torso, but I'll drill a hole so that way her knife can fit in just nicely. I stick my knife in her holes. Additionally, I will give her a super crazy face, of course, and as for a knife, I landed on a Brick Arms bladed weapon, which I just ordered a few days ago. Her minifigure is almost done now. All that's left are the alternative face, torso, and her knife. After that, our yandere is done. Sayori is going to be a fun figure for many reasons, and at the same time, I'm afraid she'll make the future custom minifigure video age restricted. Those who play the game or are aware of it will know exactly why. Now her torso is different, which I didn't realize all this time. All these characters' uniform are buttoned up, but Sayori is kind of a messy girl. I think that's great for me, because even though I am making the same exact uniform for all these figures, I don't have to worry about wrapping E-tape all over the torso, and at least the process will be slightly different. I haven't started on this figure just yet, but I will eventually. Now, because I have to be faithful to the game, I had to include her news. That also means making an alternative body and face to recreate that messed up scene. Now this is why I'm afraid the future video will get age restricted or reported by butthurt children. On one side, if I make the news, people will say how much of an asshole I am and how much I'm a terrible human being. And if I don't make the news, people will start complaining about, "Dude, why didn't you make the news? It's a part of the game!" In the end, people, whenever I make the news or not, you shouldn't care. Instead, how about you comment on the stuff that's actually in the video rather than the stuff that isn't in the video. That is my major pet peeve with my audience, but I digress. For news, I'm thinking of sculpting it. I've sculpted threads before many times, and as for this, it wouldn't be hard, honestly. If you see my previous customs that had threaded rope patterns before, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Last but not least, we have our tsundere cupcake lover, Natsuki. Now, she will definitely be the hardest minifigure. I have a feeling she'll make the rest of the Dokis look simple to make, and here's why. Not only her hair is going to be hard to sculpt by using this hairpiece as a base, but I have to make sure she is significantly shorter than an average minifigure. If you remember my Megumin figure and have seen my Mamika figure on Instagram, you'll know exactly how I'm going to attempt this. My plan is to sand down the torso and modify the leg assembly so that way she'll be shorter than an average minifigure without making her look like a short disproportional moron with posable legs. I also want to figure out a way how to portray her snapped neck without making another torso, so I'll think about that in the future. We also don't get to see what her cupcakes look like in the game, but we do get the idea based on the dialogue, so you know for sure I'm gonna make her that. So those are pretty much my plans for Doki Doki custom LEGO minifigures. If you're excited, please hit that like button. And those who haven't subscribed already but are interested in this future project and to see its completion, be sure to subscribe and check out my other custom minifigure videos or LEGO builds I've made. Doki Doki custom minifigures has been a project I had for months, and I'm glad that I'm finally moving forward with it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.